What is going on, guys? We are back with another video today in our Las Vegas Raiders franchise. It's about to be week 6, going up against the division rival Denver Broncos. We just got done taking a massive L against the Bears, who just had our number completely. Every single facet of the game, the ground game, the pass game, special teams. I think special teams return game was our only positive of the day. We actually beat them on that by like a couple of yards per return. It was sweet. But obviously, going against the Broncos, a team that is also kind of sneaky good. Man, this roster, it's just not built for this schedule. This schedule is rough. We obviously had that injury with the O-line. Well, pretty much everyone on the O-line was injured. We had an injury scare with Derek Carr. It was just not a good week. However, we're going into this next week looking okay. We seem to be healthy. Everything seems to be fine, except for the fact that we got smoked. That's pretty much it. And we were at home. We're obviously going to have to go to the next week. We have some staff points. Might be able to actually get something really nice. We'll see. And we get our first breakout on top of it, which is nice. Returning from injury, of course, Alex Leatherwood, the guy that has been injured for like a week or two now due to a practice injury, returns. Traore actually played okay. Got to keep an eye on this guy because he actually played all right. What's his name? Denzel Good, of course, is going to be injured for about 3 or 4 weeks now. John Simpson, who actually had to play for Incognito for half the game, actually pretty much the majority of the game, played really well in place of him, so he's going to slide right in there at right guard. You can already see that the morale is down, which does not surprise me at all. The question is, if you're new to the channel, why haven't you hit subscribe yet? And you're probably like, because I don't know if the content is good. But think about it. It's free. You can always unsub in literally 10 seconds if you hate this, you don't like it. We do a lot of franchise stuff on the channel. We do a little bit of Ultimate Team, a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Maybe, maybe subscribe, maybe not. It's up to you. I have a Twitter, Jeromepkr. I have a second channel, PK Plays, which I've neglected. Maybe get back into soon. And then I have a Twitch, which we actually, once again, stream this live on at twitch.tv/Jeromepkr. Anyways, though, that's pretty much it. Let's get into the video and this prospect that's really not as good as they're trying to say he is. 5th round project. Thank you. Early 3rd projection, 5th round talent. Wow. I'm glad we have the best in the business. Thanks for that sweet tip, bro. Unbelievable. Of course, can always look for safeties as well, just in case they are hybrid types. As you can see, Enrique Morris, if he wasn't 23, still would be kind of a guy if he's decent on the list. But yeah, cornerback is one of our bigger needs. I mean, I appreciate the tip, but if he sucks, don't come calling to me ever again, please. Of course, you could be new to the series, which, if you are, welcome. We're actually streaming live on twitch.tv/Jeromepkr. Not if you're watching this, but, for us guys now, in the past, for you, if you're watching in YouTube future, it's weird, past, future. We're not going to talk about it. Here we are. Looking at the roster, looks pretty good. Edwards has been a decent piece. Ruggs has been moving up and up on our list, and then Waller, obviously, he's just that dude. Jacobs, hot and cold. Derek Carr, balling out. Other than that injury, he's played nearly perfectly. There's been a lot of pressure, obviously, with a pretty rough O-line. Defensively, the pressure, speaking of, needs to improve on this front. We just have not had consistent... We haven't just had no pressure in general, but we have not had any consistent pressure. Clelin Ferrell at times, even when he's rushing at the DT spot, can get there. Yannick sometimes. It was McCoy for like a week or two, but realistically, the defense has been super inconsistent outside of maybe Jonathan Abram, who's just been hitting every single person as hard as he can. The defense needs to step up, and obviously with the points allowed last week, I mean... it's there, right? The facts are there. There's no denying it. But what about this breakup? Breakout. That's the one. Running routes. Is it Edwards? Who is it? Is it Ruggs? Anyone but John Brown. Oh, we have words. Henry Ruggs could get to superstar. 150 yards, 3 TDs. Breaking news. Here in Las Vegas, John Brown shows his disgust with the direction of the team and requests a trade or a release. We did not get a trade offer for him. I think the best we had was a player-for-player swap, and we just did not need the position that they offered. So John Brown, unfortunately, will be released into free agency. We're going to respect his wishes. And another main reason for that is because the lack of effort just wasn't there. And obviously, Hunter Renfrow at times has looked decent. It kind of works for both parties. I wish him the best. But ultimately, this is probably the best move for us. We also have Zay Jones, Hunter Renfrow there. Willie Snead should be back from injury soon enough. The game plan against the Denver Broncos, who really don't have a consistent passing attack, but dangerous players. Apparently, wow, they have the #1 points per game on offense. That is surprising. They pass more than they run. Rushing yards are #4, though, so I'm going to go with the defend outside run. And, of course, we will just let everyone play. Now, for offense, though, Derek Carr coming off of that injury definitely works a little bit against us. I say we're going to just practice the backups, and everyone else can start. Actually, we should probably split for O-line as well, because we've had some injury issues there as well. And then for the actual game plan, I think you probably do have to go with blitz counters. Their defense looks stout. Rush yards, pass yard. I'm just going to go with blitz counter. I think it's the most, sensible or sensical. Nice defensive ranking of 32. I told you this defense was some buns. Damn, son. As far as our offense goes, you can see here Derek Carr, 3 under pressure, 3 short, 3 run, 3 break sack, blocking, catching. Nice to see the release, catch in traffic and all that. Take a look at the defensive side of things, which gives us block, shed, tackle, play, wreck, and pursuit, which is beautiful. And obviously you get that XP on top of it. So the Broncos, in that mile-high stadium, as they call it, have Teddy Bridgewater as the starter, which is a little surprising to me. I know going into this season, you would have thought, or going into the offseason, you would have thought he would have been the guy, but practice, preseason really wasn't his showing. I don't know if Drew Lock's the guy either, but I think he should have probably got the nod. But at the end of the day, they're 4-1, so can you really question their method or their madness? I don't know if you can, but ultimately, we have to face whoever's there at #1 quarterback. We decided to try and stop the run. It seems like that is the right call, because will we need to actually commit to stopping the pass game with Teddy Bridgewater there? Who knows? Obviously, this what is it, low oxygen air stadium or altitude, high altitude, will help that noodle arm quarterback they got of theirs to throw the ball downfield. But we'll see what their game plan is. We'll adjust accordingly and hopefully get this losing streak out of here and maybe climb back into the divisional standings, as obviously we would fall far behind here. If we lose to this Broncos team, it would push every team other than the Chargers at least 3 games ahead of us, almost 3.5 actually, which would be a brutal way to start this one. Teddy Bridgewater is feeling it. Hopefully we're feeling it, because I'm going to be honest, the morale around here is not looking super great. Hey, look at the Eagles. They can beat the Buccaneers. We can beat the Broncos. Come on, let's get into it. Teddy Bridgewater. Okay, yeah, can we just erase the tape there? That idiot before me was talking about Teddy Bridgewater not being able to orchestrate an offense or something like that. Looking pretty good with a 9-1 touchdown to pick ratio and the ball to start out this game. We'll find out if those numbers are real or not against this really bad defense. Let's be honest. If those numbers are true, oh, he just yeeted it. They will definitely show up here today. Casey Hayward actually playing coverage for once, and against a very tough man to cover, Noah Fant, who, even though he's a tight end, is faster than him, which is just absolutely nuts. Clelin Ferrell cannot get off the pressure, and that is unfortunately going to be a first down conversion to Mr. Cortland Sutton. Trayvon Mullen all over that, but unfortunately the big frame of Sutton was able to box him out like a basketball player, and he gets it. Speaking of getting it, very, very way out there throw by Teddy Bridgewater. I don't know what the hell that thing is. I mean, that was just an easy just check down. Should have gotten about 5, maybe 10. Doesn't, because the throw is just too much, and that is a wide open Melvin. Huge hit by Abram, but of course holds on to the ball and will convert and bring it all the way to the 32-yard line. There was a business decision to be made, and the business is now failed. It is under, and we have to liquidate all of our assets because we should have followed him. The underneath would have maybe gained 7, It was a losing battle. And speaking of losing battle, they lose the ball. Is that going to actually be a fumble? It's a close call. Kind of looked like the play was dead. But at the same time, I mean, he may not have been down. We'll take a look at Derek Carr's numbers. This may still be coming back in favor of Denver, but that's still nice to see. Some effort. Let's take a look if it's coming back. Booth review, of course, as expected, but we've seen it before. The booth isn't, going to just review it automatically. Let's take a look, and oh, he's way down. I thought maybe he would have caught, you see his knee? I thought his knee landed on his teammate's, foot, but it was actually the elbow that caused the fumble, which, of course, we know the ground cannot force fumbles. 3rd and 6 is a win for this defense, and getting pushed completely off the block. Clelin Ferrell's not done, though, but the drive could be done with a touchdown, and it is. Cortland Sutton is going to score on a 3rd and 6. It just seems like this defense has so many holes in it, you just don't know where to begin. All right, so we had a glimpse of the offense, but not really. And unfortunately, Simpson had a glimpse at right guard, but he's going to go back to left guard as he did last week as Richie Incognito actually got injured. I thought I was seeing ghosts there for a second. Players' names that I just didn't expect to see just showing up out of nowhere. 1st and 10 to start it out with a run right after Von Miller's side, and we gain almost 10. Josh Jacobs, not a bad start with this one. Obviously, we're looking for those blitz counters, but what also helps a blitz to counter it is a run call, a perfectly timed run call. And there goes Kenyon Drake. Oh my God, who is that? Number 45 with an absolutely beautiful play. Anthony Johnson just barely getting back when we thought we made an insane cut that was going to be setting us free. Jacobs to the outside. I know it's an inside zone, but really didn't have the lane. Once again, we have a makeshift offensive line right now that is definitely on the lacking part pre-injury, and right now we are looking really bad with the amount of players that are out. Could be a quick throw to Kenyon Drake, and panicked a little bit. Hunter Renfrow is going to be short near midfield. I think you debate about going for this. I saw Edwards in the middle, panicked a little bit, maybe more than a little bit, and unfortunately didn't get to him. Do we go under I formation and just hope for the best up the middle from our own 45? I think these are the things a team that is looking down the barrel at a 2-4 start has to do. Up the middle, the fullback, and that's close. I think they're gonna say we got it. I say we hurry up to the damn line and just hike this before they decide to challenge it, because if I'm them, I absolutely challenge that. But of course, that is gone now. Really good blocking. Jacobs one-on-one against a very good player similar to himself, Mr. Justin Simmons. Could be a Waller look, and Waller's got some room, unleashing a dime, wide open, nobody in sight, blown coverage. Who do they have? Some slow linebacker one-on-one against Waller. I mean, earlier in this game, Noah Fant had Casey Hayward on him, and that was a mismatch. Not a bad little start for us to counter their really successful drive. I mean, they had what felt like almost no resistance. We obviously had a little bit, but to finish it with a touchdown is really all that matters. Huge hit by Clelin, and it's recovered by McCoy. Melvin Gordon gets hammered. The guard dies. We finally get some pressure in there. I know it's a run-stopping play, but oh my, what a hit. Yeah, Gordon just got absolutely whapped there. From the 18-yard line, Kenyon Drake going to find a little bit of a hole, trying to fight, gains about 7. The ground game definitely working out to our advantage so far. Now we're still going to just run it up the middle, and we're going to follow the hole. Jacobs slipping to the 5-yard line. Henry Ruggs. If Fabian or Foster Moreau can get out there, we have a shot, but I don't know if he's going to be able to. And he does! One to beat, and Henry Ruggs gets taken down. They saw that coming from a mile away. One to beat, could not do it. Kareem Jackson, old but gold, makes an amazing play on the ball, and obviously will back us up to the 8-yard line. Edwards going back. The double drag. Could see Drake. Waller hit as we're throwing, but Waller will recover, and Waller's going to score his 2nd touchdown of the game. He is an absolute freak show. He is actually too damn good. One of the biggest mismatches in the league, and he continues to show why. Kareem Jackson made a great play on Henry Ruggs. That's just way too much of him. to be asked. I don't care how good he is. Waller is just that much better and that much freakier. Teddy, a clean pocket. And just, I mean, as nonchalant as you can be, Mr. Cortland Sutton, if he has a breakout, he's going to get to superstar without a doubt because, I mean, it's just as easy as he can get. There's just no pressure at all. Once again, that Clellan Ferrell hit stick fumble is massive, but it's not something we're going to see often, right? I mean, you can see here we're locked up again. Kwiatkowski, finally a name that's shown up a little bit. The fact that they're just crushing us over the middle and just like the most basic passes possible. And here goes Teddy on the run. Nowhere really to go, and he's going to chuck this one out. Maybe with that last second cut to the left by the receiver, could have ran it, but maybe we can get it on third down. Probably do need to blitz a little bit more. Max Crosby making a play, and a little bit of a late jump, but they're not going to call it, and McCoy is injured. The man that just recovered a fumble, and obviously the anchor, especially for this ground defense. Hopefully nothing big. Obviously, he looked pretty fine there. Maybe just tweak something. Maybe a cramp. Who knows? Of course, a very, very good punt by the Broncos punter, putting us down to the 6 for number 6. I don't want to run it here because they look like they're just coming with the entire team. And Waller, and we're just going to have to chuck this one up. And really, really good defense by, once again, big number 31. Perfect coverage on the play there. But this is going to be the play call. Let's get that block. Hunter Renfrow. Waller absolutely gunning it. Tries to turn upfield. Cannot, but that's going to be a massive 3rd and 9 conversion. 4 for 5, and if I'm not mistaken, it may be all to that man, Darren Waller, which is just absolutely nuts, carrying this offense right now as we will be taking this to the second quarter. Not a bad showing at all for the defense. You know, maybe not the most stout in coverage, but forcing the turnovers, forcing the plays that we need to have if we want to win games against decent teams. And, of course, leading, and we had Waller, but we also have Ruggs on the run, did not want to be. We're going to try to follow the block, and I thought for a second we could have bursted. Of course, we're seeing a lot of the same names, these safeties, the last line of defense, making some really good plays today. 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line, kind of taking our time with this one. Perfect blocks. Jacobs switched the damn ball hand. Once again, Kareem Jackson with yet another tackle. Jacobs getting some perfect blocks. Unfortunately, kind of untouched, which, you know, you'd think that's a good thing, which it is, but not the fastest man in the world to be getting those untouched blocks, but hey, we'll take it. We're going to go to the fullback who is absolutely naked there, and he slips past Simmons. Simmons just kind of nonchalant there, just completely misses him. 15 yards to the fullback, Alec Ingold, and potentially going back to the jet sweep. No, we're going to audible this. This is actually kind of sweet. Could be an Edwards touchdown. We'll be looking for him. And we could have maybe had, yeah, we're just going to run it with Carr, who's had a couple of this year. Oh, Von Miller meets him. Cannot slide in time. Gains 7. I don't want to force it to Ruggs, but I do like these sweet plays with Ruggs. And Ruggs, show the speed, and we try to juke again, and we get tackled again. Obviously, Denver has some very, very good DBs, which have caused us lots of issues so far. The main reason why we're even succeeding in the pass game is because we're setting up with the ground. Which, speaking of, on 3rd and 3, we're going to take it. And there's a little bit of a hole, but we get taken down by Shelby Harris and company. And, of course, that will lead to a field goal. I mean, the pass game wasn't working. I do not want to throw a pick 6 there. If we hit this field goal, I will take a clean 10-point lead against a very good defense. Maybe even the best defense in football. You can see that their offense isn't super great here. You know, they're struggling mightily. And, obviously, their rankings are still really good on defense, which proves, hey, the defense, even with offensive struggles, can hold their own, you know, maybe twice as much as the next team. And here, chance with Trayvon, can't get there, but Marquel Lee will leave him short with a 3rd and inches. Ooh, they might catch us off guard here. This is not a good look. Hopefully we can get there, though. And if it is a run, we obviously are set up for it. Try to get there, and obviously that's just too much speed for us. Kwiatkowski, more of a run-defending type linebacker. Almost gets there, though. Got to give him some credit, but that will be a very, very clutch, especially with this momentum. 1st down conversion. Bringing some pressure, and Casey Hayward, for I don't even know how many times this season, has just gotten manhandled. A chance because of the pressure to take the ball away, and he just gets bodied up by Judy, who, I mean, his frame's not that big, There's definitely bigger in the league. And Morrow, maybe another short situation? No, they're going to give him credit, unfortunately. 4 minutes in the second. This could be the perfectly timed drive for them to get back on the board to make it a one-possession game right before half. Looking for it, and we're going to cause him to second guess, and the pressure gets there. Max Crosby with the sack, an 8-yard sack, forcing him behind the 50-yard line once again. Definitely a success on that play. And they are going to run it. Divine Diablo can't get in there, slips away, but only a gain of 3. Questionable decision there by the Broncos, 2nd and 18. Probably not the down you want to try to run it on. But here we are on a 3rd and 15, a massive chance to negate all their progress. It's going to take the running back one-on-one. Arnett brings him down. We'll let the clock run because obviously we only have 2 timeouts anyways. And a very promising drive gets shut down because of, bad decision-making on Teddy Bridgewater's part. We'll say very good coverage for once and a little bit of pressure. Not much. It was mainly a coverage sack, but a little bit. Screw it. We're going to see if Ruggs can burn. Which, don't get me wrong, you probably can, but not on that play. And I got to give it to Derek Carr. He's a lot more mobile than I was giving him credit for, which I love to see because obviously it adds a facet to the game, facet to the offense. Edwards, Ruggs just burning on that one. Was looking for Edwards. I actually thought he maybe had a chance to round the corner on that route. Could go to Waller. Ruggs hit as he's throwing. A very good throw, all things considered. Could it be a Ruggs play? I should have taken him, and we're in trouble. Just like Teddy Bridgewater on the previous drive, caught hesitating. At least we didn't throw a pick. And we need to sign some offensive linemen. Like, this is getting a little ridiculous out here. And they're all over that. Kenyon Drake! Blown coverage! What are they doing? They must have just thought we were going to run it out, and they got caught napping because of the what is it called? The stacked receiver set on the opposite side of the ball. What a play. 1st and 10 with a lot of clock. Looking for someone open. We're going to just take Ruggs inside, sit down. We'll call it timeout. Probably don't need to, but we'll hold it. I don't believe in Hunter Renfrow to get open there, though. Waller's my hot look. Just chuck it. Just chuck it. And that could be called pass interference. And they're going to pick up the flag. Maybe some favoritism here in Denver. I don't know. Could it be a Ruggs play? Man, this man just winds it up. He just cranks it. I really do get... I know he doesn't probably have as strong of an arm, but I get so much Matthew Stafford vibes from this man, Carr. It's unbelievable. 3rd and 10 here. Obviously, a field goal would be massive. To the outside. We should have taken Waller. You got to believe in him. Yeah, it's going to be a throwaway, unfortunately. Should be, a relatively easy chip shot here. 44 yards is with wind. Shouldn't be a problem. And I don't think it is. And it is not. So, unless Denver wants to sell again, it should be a 20-7 start with ball at half. The Denver Broncos on offense have just not been it, which we do know is the biggest issue for them. So, as long as we don't give them the ball or give them points on our offense with their insane defense, I don't see why we can't just play it chill and hopefully just hold on for the lead. Max Crosby trying to make a play, can't. They get the catch. Gain of 5, actually. Out of bounds as well. Not a bad play. Is that Alberto? Is that Alberto Kuebunam? Is that my guy? I mean, our arch nemesis that I hate with a passion. Crosby, get it. Crosby. That is a wide open Jerry Jeudy. Oh, my. Carl Joseph one-on-one. Denver is going to be moving it past the 50-yard line here. Of course, this pass rush, once again, is just disappearing again. Come on. Clellan. Spin move's not going to work. Going to go with the swim, and we get pancake. Get up, Clellan. And that's over the line. A massive mistake by Denver as that will be going back, and they're going to be losing the down. Would have been a huge play to set them up for almost guaranteed points. 2nd and 15 from the 49-yard line. Could be an option play. Doesn't really seem to make a lot of sense, though. Out of the pistol. Teddy not really having anyone open. And that is just filth. That is just unbelievable filth. Once again, Noah Fant finding a mismatch as he does. Not a bad defensive play, but obviously just mismatch left and right there. And oh my god, another crazy throw from Teddy, getting them down to the 12. Looking for someone open, and Teddy's going to take it underneath. A good decision. If you're them, you'd like that to get out a little bit sooner, but of course, to the 4. Huge opportunity. Can Teddy finish the drive out? Come on, Max. Max Crosby getting a rush, and he's going to be taken down for the sack, second of the day, and that will most likely lead to a Denver Broncos field goal. Huge gains, finally, with a little bit of heat. And McManus, very dependable here, will obviously kick that through. It still gives Denver some life. Of course, cuts into that momentum a bit. Yeah, Kenyon Drake going to get a chance to return. Why not give him a chance? And not a bad return. But, of course, will lead us to halftime with a 20-10 scoreline so far. Not bad at all. Once again, that Denver defense, you never know what they're going to be able to come up with. So you have to be careful. Do not want to give that offense an inch to work with. So just play it safe. Maybe even run the ball even more. And hopefully come out with the dub, as we desperately need it, especially against a division rival. I think we're actually going to change our game plan to running on the inside. And then as far as stopping them, I think you go with the medium pass, as they obviously have not run it that much. And obviously down by 10, maybe even more here when they finally touch the ball. They might not have any chance to run. So I think that's a really good decision. And Kenyon Drake finds some room. I feel like they're kind of setting us up for that, because it always looks open, but it never works. All right, we're actually going to run it. Screw it. I was going to go with the pass. It looked good, but the run looks even better. Right up the middle. Ruggs, really good block. Kenyon Drake, no! That is not how we wanted to start the second half. I mean, good tackle, I guess, Kenyon, but gets absolutely walloped. I would assume it was Simmons. Drake, with a really good set of blocks, gets absolutely lit up. And, of course, upends Callahan. But, oh my, no, it's Kareem Jackson. Once again, another guy absolutely blowing up our offense. I mean, he's been everywhere. They're going to booth review this, but obviously that's their ball. I mean, he got hit so hard. I don't even remember him touching the ground. He might still be in the air as we speak. We will take a look at it, but I can't imagine this is going to go our way. That left knee looks down. That's ours, right? Nice. Okay, I mean, I'm not going to be proud of our guy fumbling, but okay. I mean, it's close call. That would have been huge for them. Ruggs. No, it's going to be Edwards, who is wide open, and that is going to be maybe a little debatable. A little debatable to chuck it up like that. I kind of just wanted to throw a touch pass to him, just to guarantee the possession. I mean, obviously I want to gain as many yards as possible, but in a situation like that, I was looking just to get the ball out to him. And here we are, passing. Ruggs is open. A little bit of pressure, but it's still a perfectly delivered ball. Derek Carr, a couple of incompletions. A lot of pressured stuff mainly, though, so really good start for him in this one, and obviously orchestrating a really nice drive to potentially put up some more points here on this start. Josh Jacobs trying to fight forward, gains nearly 9. Not a bad start for him either. Everyone's looking like we're in sync on offense. Outside of that almost fumble by Kenyon Drake, everything's looking like smooth sailing. And Jacobs maybe had more to the right, but take what you can get. Gain 4, great vision. First and goal now. Screw it, we'll do it anyways. He's not open though. And there goes Edwards. Can't get in though. It sounds like it's time for the big boy. Oh, well. Oh, and they do! They still get him! An absolutely insane athletic feat by Chubb. An absolutely insane player. And, of course, Shelby Harris, once again, on the ground defense, making another insane play. That inside looks good, but they have blown us up in the past. I think maybe you just look to throw this thing. And we get taken down. Just ran outside way too fast there. And unfortunately, it's going to be a sack. We're going to be kicking the field goal from the 10-yard line. Field goal is up and good. A little bit of a blown opportunity there in the goal line, but I don't know. It's just the way it rolls sometimes. Anthony Morrow almost picked off by Divine Diablo. And yet again, where the hell is Casey Hayward's killer instincts? This guy used to be a god at picking the ball off, and Divine Diablo gets tackled or blocked perfectly. They gain 7 on a 2nd and 10 run. Not a bad call. Now a 3rd and 3. The clock is getting there a little bit. Oh, God. Let's change that up a little bit. Arnett. Uh-oh. And there goes just a chuck right down the middle to Melvin Gordon, who's had a very big game for them so far. A couple of close call fumbles today being called back by the referees. All good calls, though, so I can't really blame them. Underneath again, and a huge hit. Fumbled, but recovered by Garrett Bowles. Oh, what a play. The fumble actually benefit them. You have got to be kidding me. We brought a lot of players, but it's not enough, and Abram going for the conservative tackle. Not a bad call in the open field like that. Kind of gets him, kind of misses, and a fresh set of downs again on a 1st and 10 run. Definitely tell that Denver is gaining momentum here. Crosby against a tight end. Albert O. Back of the end zone. That's basically a throwaway. Crosby trying to make a play on the outside. They're going to gain about 6, making it a manageable 3rd and 4. I know it's only the 3rd quarter, but I think you definitely, unless you get sacked, I think you definitely go for this if you don't get it. So if I'm them, I maybe even run it here. Treat it like 4-down territory. Clellan gonna force some pressure and almost mossed again. 3rd and 5. Yeah, I think maybe you do kick the field goal there. It's not, makes sense. All right, we're gonna start off on the ground again. Going to Von Miller's side. Waller's a great player though, so I'm gonna let him do his job. And oh my God, look at Jacobs. Really good job by Alexander Johnson, but a gain of 9. Maybe got a little bit too elusive there. 2nd and 1, though. Chance for maybe even a shot play. Maybe we even take a shot play here. Ruggs is the deep man. And we're just going to throw this away. Thankfully, it's not grounding. Wanted the shot play. Didn't get it. Ooh, we might actually have to change the play here. Could be a quick throw to Kenyon Drake. We'll see. And they're going to come out with an insane play. Ruggs isn't going to get it. And we actually get stopped. Denver with a very, very good play there. May have even been mid-blitz, as they brought the entirety of the team down on the line of scrimmage to intimidate us, kind of confuse us on where they were going to cover. And they actually covered pretty much everyone. I mean, maybe if we had a little bit more time, Waller would have been open. Maybe Hunter Renfrow got open. But as far as Kenyon Drake goes, he was covered. Ruggs was obviously covered. He might have got the catch, but he obviously didn't do anything with it. And that is unfortunate. Divine, no, and a huge hit again. Abram just makes people die. I mean, honestly, like, every time he comes up for a hit, I really feel like funeral arrangements need to be thought of. Like, you need to make them. Like, as you see him running up, it may be time already. And Melvin Gordon has a chance to score. Casey's the last line of defense, gets beat, and Melvin will score from 78 yards. Someone had a chance. Everyone else was blocked up. And the Broncos have life. Oh, my Lord. Can we see this back? Melvin Gordon, of course. Who was the man that had a chance? It was Kwiatkowski, and I believe, was it Clellan Ferrell? I can't tell. Of course, Casey Hayward, last line of defense, is never a good sign. There's Ruggs, speaking of. Wow, really good job. Ruggs is so fast. He is just so fast. I thought that was overthrown. I really did. Can we go over to... No. Hunter Renfrow. That's a tough one. And drops it. That was scary. They got some DBs, man. They've got some DBs. And like I said, with that defense, don't give them a chance. And what have we done so far? Absolutely given them a chance in this one. Ruggs down the middle could show off that speed. And he's pretty open. But we get hit as we're throwing. It's going to be a sack. Throw out of a sack. And of course, Ruggs got open there. And just like that, Denver is right back into this. The one thing we said for the second half that we cannot have happen, and that's exactly the reason why they're back in it. Screen pass, no one is over there. Really good job, though, by the guys coming up, and it's going to be a throwaway. Almost a pick by Ngakoue. Start of the 4th, looking like anyone's game, unfortunately. Come on, Crosby. Almost gets him. Teddy, get over there, Mullen. Nice swat. Love the effort. Gets beat, doesn't give up, drives in on it, and gets a hand on it to force a 3rd and 10. All right, boys. Come on. Farrell's not going to get there. Got a couple of one-on-ones on the outside, and Teddy's going to throw it away. May have had Cortland Sutton on the backside. And is this a field goal? What is this? This would be a massive one. What is this, a 62-yard attempt? And it may have had the leg, but the accuracy is not there. That's a lot to ask for, I suppose. With the win, maybe not the worst call in the world, obviously, but I don't know. I feel like if you're going to be willing to take that field goal attempt, you may be running on 3rd and 10. That's a little interesting. But Kenyon Drake up the middle, nice little cutback, gains about 5. Got to be patient because these guys are backing up. They're constantly running towards where we're headed, not where we're actually at. So read the defense, see what you got. 2nd and 5, looking for the play action. Roll out. We had Waller, man. Still have Waller. Waller! Why is he sitting? And Kendall Fuller easily picks that. That is a bad decision. There's no way around it. And we give him another chance. Crosby, get off the block. Casey, hear me out, buddy. Oh my God, that's one way to do it. Instead of jumping up to the ball, he just tackles him. I mean, it works, but jeez, man, you gotta get up there something, dude. I don't know what he's doing. Robertson? That's not a hard name to say at all. And Teddy, once again, has a chance to run and just kind of throws it away. 3rd and 10 from the 22-yard line. A little bit of check. Please, Mullen. No shot. Abram, get him. Oh, Abram. Holy crap. This guy is nuts. Forces the ball out, but of course, not until Sutton mosses and gets to the 22. And quick throw to the outside. Divine Diablo just dives and misses. However, even with the first down, it puts him at the 11. That offense, which, I mean, it's not really that good, kind of being bailed out by bad decisions by us on offense, and really just not great play in general. And here, I'm trying to make a play, missing. Melvin's going to gain about 5 or 6, having himself not a great day, but obviously that 78-yarder definitely pumping the stats up a little bit on that one. And here, a 2nd and 5 from the 5. Crosby can't get in there. Teddy taking his time and will throw this away. Field goal obviously ties it, so probably going to be a little bit more on the conservative side if you are the Broncos. I really want to blitz here, but I just don't think you can. McCoy, 1-to-1, and we just missed so hard. That's a sell. That's simply a sell. We miss with Abram. That's the dangers of always going with the hit stick, is that when you're trying to line it up, sometimes you just absolutely whiff coming in too fast. And we should have just went conservative. We probably would have forced a 4th and 1. Maybe they go for it. Maybe they get it. But one thing's for sure, they're just not scoring a touchdown there if we just play it safe. Try to go for it all with the hit stick. Maybe force a fumble and win the game like a hero. And instead, we're a 0 as we gave up a massive, 17 unanswered. 7.5 in the 4th. And the freaking stadium is booming. Just going to chuck this under pressure. Nobody wins their route. Maybe Ruggs, but it just takes too long to develop. And Denver has absolutely every juice amount of motivation here in this one. I mean, I don't even know if that's an ability, but I think the game actually just chose the wrong play because of this. I swear I didn't choose this play, and here we are. This is nuts. The hell is going on? Can I get Kenyon Drake back here? I'm going to call a timeout. This is ridiculous. This is actually nuts. Ooh. I know they're shading the outside, but if Renfro can, sell this could be huge. And that's, almost near perfect coverage. And Ruggs almost just saved the day. Damn, dude. Could be a Waller play. Ruggs gets it. Oh, my God. It's hero ball. Hero ball. Massive. All right. We said it. We got a second chance in life. We got to run. We said run the ball. That's what we're doing. Run the damn ball. Kenyon Drake's going to get the handoff. He's going to find a little bit of lane, cut it back left, and falling forward for a gain of 9. Alexander Johnson also injured. Definitely helps us out because I got to be honest with you. We're not looking too hot here. And they do read it. Jacobs going to cut it back. It's a nice little lane. Gains about 6. And now another player hurt. Purcell this time, the defensive lineman. All right. Ruggs showing off that speed again. A lot of speed. Ruggs down the field. Gets out of bounds safely to the 23-yard line. We've had some issues, but we're moving. Of course, we do need to get the touchdown, though. Otherwise, be down by 1, which I just do not think I can allow to happen. Kenyon Drake's going to get a lot of room and falling forward for a gain of about 9 on the play. Getting both backs involved in this one has definitely been a key, other than our selling, to being in a decent situation here to potentially take this win. Jacobs up the middle, 1 to beat. Gets taken down one-on-one. Who else? Simmons is obviously able to sit. He's able to make that play from the 4 now. Do you get risky and go for a read? I think you maybe do, but not right now. I think we're just going to try to run it right back up there again. Back-to-back attempts. Jacobs from the 4. Jacobs on the 4 is denied to the 1. What an effort there. Holy crap, that was actually really good. Ingold, the fullback, from the 1. Come on. Let's see it. Up the middle, and he's going to truck through. Not a whole lot of great plays today, but he's made some cool ones. He hasn't been, like, all over it, but not bad. Not bad at all, and we take the lead. Up 3 with 4:41 in the 4th. My voice may dissipate. Like, I kid you not, my like, throat hole actually hurts. Like, it actually feels raspy. Like somebody ran, like, what are those, like, scrubby sponges, like wire brush? Like someone ran a wire brush down my throat hole. Oh my god, please don't. Don't. Come on, pass rush. You've been disappearing act all season long. There goes Crosby for number 3. Late hit. Ooh, thank god I didn't call PI because he's not catching that. We may have to just cut the cord already on Casey. He is just awful. Man, zone, blitzing, tackling. I mean, what does the guy do right? Max Crosby and Abram with a huge hit again. Will not force the fumble, though. 3rd and 2. Tries to spin. Can't. And, of course, Fance. Really good tackle by Kwiatkowski. 39-yard line. They only need a field goal to force overtime. Screen pass. We're not ready for it, but thankfully, Clelin Ferrell, who has been all over that D-line, moving left and right and DT. I swear he's been at safety at times this game. Clutching up there to stop the screen that nobody was ready for. Max! And that ball will go out of bounds. Almost debatably a fumble? I think it may have been a fumble, was it? This is risky, but I feel like we have been costed many times this game because we haven't been there with a blitz. We're going to do it, and it's a screen, and he will not get it off in time. What is Denver going to do? They're going to punt, and I don't see that being the wrong decision. I think that's the right call. If you had more yards, maybe, but... All right, Hunter Renfrow is only going to get to the 26-yard line, and now Morrow is injured. For the 26-yard line, 2 first downs gets it done, and oh my, right up the middle. Jones gets us. Play action look. Waller, chance for Ruggs. Almost caught, risky as hell. Maybe not the right call there, but I thought we could catch him off guard, and we couldn't. 3rd and 10. Just play it safe. Is that Edwards? Edwards holds on, and Denver's in a spot, calling their first timeout. Jacobs getting caught up, only gains about 2. Jacobs on the stretch look. Waller. Come on, get out there, Waller. Jacobs, and I think that's the game. That is the game. It's over. We win. It's not a pretty one. It's only by 3. Denver may not have the greatest offense in the world, but they have a sick defense, and it's going to lead to a victory over our division rivals, putting us at 3-3. And we will pull off the victory, 30-27 against Denver, a really tough team. Some of their offensive decision-making was a little iffy at times. They didn't really secure the ball or hold on to the ball as well as they should have. I know we threw picks, so we really can't say much, but picks are one thing, fumbles are another. That's just fundamentals. Picks, it's a pressure situation. It happens. It's going to happen every once in a while, and we barely hold on. Richie Incognito being injured. Our center got injured. Nicholas Morrow got injured. We had a lot of injuries in this one. And it's honestly just a complete shock that we come out with the victory here in Denver as well against Teddy Bridgewater and those Denver Broncos. Obviously, it's still very, very far away from us getting to the postseason or a chance at the postseason, especially with the Chiefs potentially moving on to 6-0, or was it 5-0? I think 6-0. Let's take a look at the numbers. Of course, Derek Carr with those 2 interceptions. Still a pretty good game all in all. I had a couple of rushing numbers as well. Drake and Jacobs combined for 150. Ruggs, unfortunately, -3. No touchdowns for him either. Sutton went off in this one. Waller was pretty good. Edwards actually had 45 yards. I forgot about that. He did all right. Kenyon Drake, Hunter Renfrow with 4 yards total. Definitely not where we would have liked to see him finish off at. Max Crosby with 3 sacks. Jewel with 1. Shelby Harris and Vaughn with a half each. The blocking was pretty good, I got to admit. I mean, we had some pressure a lot, but at times. But at the same time, the guys we had out there should not be doing as well as they did. Hats off to those guys. They were the true MVPs in this one on the ground and in the pass attack. And yeah, I mean, that was the victory. Of course, they also did have a chance to tie that one up. If McManus didn't miss what would have been a 62-yard attempt. Once again, the play call decisions from the Broncos, debatable. You're willing to kick a 62-yarder. Why not run it for a potential 5, 7, maybe even the sneaky first down? They had a couple of, 2nd and 10, 9-yard runs. You never know. Could have tied the game up. Who knows how it finishes? But ultimately, we did pull out the victory. Thankfully, keeping the season alive at a modest 500. But yeah, the Chiefs play in Washington in this one for, was it week 6? Probably going to move on to 6-0. We're still the 3rd-ranked team in the division. The Chargers consistently dropping games left and right. Facing the Eagles, a winnable game next week, but not a guarantee. They have an insane offensive line. If they really wanted to, they could probably just run the ball right down the middle on us. Of course, they also have some decent up-and-coming receivers with a little bit of speed. And then defensively, they do have a couple of names here and there. Some good pass rushers, a couple of good corners. They're definitely not the most stout. They definitely have some holes. Still probably in rebuild mode a little bit. But those are the teams that are the most dangerous. You just don't know what you're going to get. What kind of effort level are you going to get? Are they just going to come out there not giving a damn? Or are they going to just absolutely go for it, trying to make solidify their roster spot for the years to come? Who knows? But that was a hell of a game. Gotta love it. Denver 4-2, us 3-3. Let's take a look, actually, at what our remaining schedule is as we face the Eagles, the Giants, Chiefs, Bengals, Cowboys, Washington, Chiefs, Browns, Broncos, Colts, Chargers. That is a tough schedule. 3-3 after that one isn't bad, but man, I don't see us getting more than 7 wins. That is ridiculous. Anyways, that is going to conclude our Raiders franchise for the day. We will have a rebuild tomorrow at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we should have a stream on twitch.tv/Jeromepkr a little bit later, maybe 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. Could be Raiders franchise against the Eagles. Could be Superstar KO. Could be Ultimate Team. Could be a non-Madden game. But maybe check it out. If you're new to the channel, maybe subscribe. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Twitter, Jeromepkr, second channel PK Plays, twitch.tv/Jeromepkr for streams once again. Anyways, that is going to be it from me. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys come back for next video. But until next video,